Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to the Matt's Railway Adventures YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. So I've come on actually a rather big adventure. Come and visit my first station in Lincolnshire. I've come up to visit Stamford. As I say, I'm up in Lincolnshire. Just arrived in from Oakham. So time to have a little look around, I think. It is my first time using an East Midlands Railway managed station and line. However, I came in on cross-country service. This has not surprised me. Let's have a little look around to see what we've got. So we are currently here on platform 1 at Stamford. Yeah, we've got the standard timetable dot matrix thing. Quite a nice old bridge as well, as we will cross over. And what we've got right here, I've got cycle rack. This then takes you to probably the outside of the station building. And have a look. Yes, looks quite nice, the station building actually, from what we can see here. Yes, very nice, I would say. There is ticket machine. There is a ticket office that is currently closed, which is in there. There's also lots of information about things potentially to see and do in Stamford on the outside, which is good. And there's also a little car park. We're quite close to housing estates, so it is in quite a good little location. And looks like there might even be an old signal box. So that's the outside of the station building here on platform 1. Let's head back in, have another kind of looking at platform 1 itself. Just down there at the bottom of platform 1, just showing you the view of both platforms. Definitely got nice original canopies both sides. There's also a cross-country service due in shortly, going to Birmingham New Street, which we won't be getting. So what else have we actually got here?
Cross-country service to Birmingham New Street.
Got an EMR information point, which is handy.
Oakham,
and
Melton Mowbray, Leicester,
a nice old VR post box.
And Birmingham New Street.
Plus plenty of benches undercover. And a nice historical plaque. A little bit of history. Hey, the station is a grade 2 listed structure, which is nice to see. It is pretty much a straight platform. There's a slight curve down at the bottom as you come in, but the main part of it is, it appears to be straight, which makes a change. And then almost as soon as you leave Stamford Station on the train going towards Peterborough, you're going into a tunnel. In fact, yeah, we got lots of view, and there's a bit of, already getting a little bit of a sunset. It's getting low. That's just a view of the platforms from the bottom end now, platform 2. Once the Birmingham New Street services come in, then we'll hop over to platform 1. Right, now over on platform 2 here at Stamford, with a very quiet station for momentarily. So as you can see, we've got quite a nice old bridge crossing over from platform 1 to platform 2. Both platforms have help points. Both platforms do have some nice little flower garden things as well, which is always good to see. And what else we got there on platform 2? A open-sided canopy. I basically wondered if maybe at one point there was 3 lines here. Then what else we got? Got a nice tiny little waiting room. That's tiny, would fit one bench in there. There's a couple of benches.
For your safety, please keep away from the platform edge, as some fast trains may not stop here.
Information boards, which is good.
Please take extra care when on our station today, as surfaces may be slippery.
Another little waiting room that's locked. Oh crap, ouch. Almost tripped over there. And that is pretty much it. There are grit bins on both platforms. And that definitely gives you a better shot of a very derelict, disused signal box here at Stamford. Yeah, that's just a view again of the station. There's absolutely no branding on the station name boards though, which is a shame. Some other TOCs and everything have their logos almost in their colours. These are just bland black and white, as you can see. That's definitely a better view of the grade 2 listed platform building on platform 1 station building. And that's just, yeah, it seems weird that I reckon where I am here must have been a 3rd line. Otherwise it would have been closed off. Maybe there's something in the history about a 3rd line here at Stamford, which we will go over in a second. So as I say, we are in Lincolnshire here at Stamford, and let's go over the history then. So it was formerly known as Stamford Town, to distinguish it from the now closed Stamford East Station in Water Street. It is also commonly known on tickets and timetables as Stamford Lincolnshire, to help distinguish it from other stations with the Stamford name, namely Stamford Hill in London or Stamford Le Hope in Essex. The station building is a fine stone structure in the mock Tudor style, influenced by nearby Burghley House and designed by Sancton Wood. It was upgraded to Grade 2 listed in March 2020, probably just before the pandemic. I can still see myself. It was first opened by the Midland Railway on its Southampton and Peterborough Railway, and train services first started serving here on the 2nd of October 1846 on the Peterborough to Stamford section, and that was using a temporary station in Water Street, as the tunnel, which we can see at the bottom of the station, wasn't complete at the time. The contract for the erection of the permanent station was obtained by Grewcock and Yates of Leicester in 1847, and the permanent station with 3 services to Leicester opened on the 20th of March 1848. I've had to do this slightly differently. So the LNWR, London and North Western Railway, opened their single track branch line from Rugby via Market Harbour on the 2nd of June 1851, and this joined the Midland line at Luffenham, but the trains then generally worked through to Stamford and terminated in the LNWR platform 3. So that's what we were looking at there. That would have been platform 3, which would be where trains terminated. That does explain all that. Come back round to me. In 1863, the weekday service comprised of 5 trains each way per day on the Peterborough to Leicester route, 3 each way on the Stamford Market Harbour to Rugby route, and 1 each way on the Stamford Market Harbour Northampton route, including through coaches to London Euston, which at the time was known as Euston Square. The LNWR line, Rugby line, was double tracked in 1878, but in 1879 the LNWR built a new line from Seaton to Wansford on the existing Peterborough to Northampton Nene Valley line, and from this time Rugby to Peterborough was operated as the main line, and the Stamford to Seaton section became a branch line and was singled again back in 1907. The Stamford East station closed in 1957. This then meant the Stamford to Essendine services were diverted to the town station, and then those services ceased in 1959. There are some other minor stations on the Midland line which closed during the 50s and 60s, and the remaining village stations, places like Helpston and Ketton and Collie Weston, closed in 66, along with the Seaton branch from Luffenham. That might have been to do with the beaching cuts. There, what else we got? Let's have a look. Nothing that's interesting there, nothing interesting. Right. So back in the 2000s, there were plans that both platforms would be extended by 5 metres no later than 2012, yet only just fitting 3 car 170s in now. I think nothing else interesting there, I think. So the most important number, otherwise you will be interested in for here at Stamford, are the passenger numbers for the last couple of years, and this is the first video I've been able to do since the release of the 24-25 office and rail and road statistics. So for the 2023-2024 period, Stamford Station had 296,664 entries and exits, with the 24-25 numbers showing that Stamford had 343,052, an increase of 46,388. Given their location and the fact that it is on the line between New Street and Stansted Airport, I'm not surprised it is that high, though you might have thought it might have been even higher still. No, that is a brief history and tour of Stamford Station, showing you everything pretty much I need to show you here. So if you have enjoyed today's little video of Stamford Station here in Lincolnshire, then please remember to do all the normal good stuff, like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that kind of good stuff. Yeah, if you do ever get here to Stamford on your own little adventure, let me know down in the comments what you think. And until next time, I'll talk to everybody very, very soon. So yeah, from here at Stamford Station, choo choo for now. Yeah, as I said in the history and show you, was had it in. This used to be platform 3. Wonder where it came into or where it went from. That definitely explains why it's a double-sided canopy here. We've also seen a nice bit of freight come through, which was good to see, and my train is also delayed. Yeah, just walking down what would have actually, back in the day, what would have been the railway itself.
Please stay fixed repair when on our station today, as services may...
Let's see you got a bit of last minute autumnal colours, even though we're in the midst of winter now, just giving it middle of December. Yeah, that would have been the view of platform 3 from the actual platform. Interesting. The more I look at it, the more Stamford Station definitely is quite a nice looking station.